think the 2 tires would be quite as good as the 4 tires.
Hornaday gets high off turn 2.
I tell you, Rick Crawford is hanging in there extremely well now. He's actually taking a look at the inside of Ron Hornaday just for a moment going in turn number 3.
What a battle for the lead. Look
he got loose. He's losing into the side of the 56, Taylor Malsom, and so Rick Crawford takes out the 56 as he gets loose, battling for the lead.
That's what we talked about, you know. Oh, watch out, guys.
Behind them, trying to thread the needle. A couple trucks very close.
The 6 truck actually got in the wall after he got through the incident. Brian Rose, I think, trying to avoid maybe Rick Crawford coming down the racetrack, and made some pretty significant contact. He's right in front of the start-finish line. There he is. You caught a glimpse of him right there.
Look how hard that truck's hit, both left and right side.
So again, the 76 of Rick Crawford trying to battle for position up front, gets loose, slides into the 56 of Taylor Malsom. They collect the 6 of Brian Rose.
Yeah, tough break for Brian Rose. You see the damage on the 56 Toyota of Taylor Malsom. Brian Rose making his comeback. It's been several years since he's been in the series. Had a 3rd place run driving for Bobby Hamilton back, as you saw on that graphic several years ago.
Check this out.
Rick is loose. He's in trouble right now. Johnny Sauter goes by. That's going to further suck the back end of the truck around. Then he just keeps chasing it up the hill. And unfortunately, Taylor Malsom comes by on the outside, and they make contact.
What happened to Brian Rose? How did he get involved in this mess?
Watch it. Watch this. See, there's Brian. And he did get clipped by the 76 of Rick Crawford. It looked like the 21 of Chris Eccleston went in between those 2 trucks. There's another view. He's just chasing it up the hill and runs out of racetrack. Taylor Malsom is there.
Check out the speed of the guys approaching. They're all trying to slow down and get to the bottom.
We can't even see those trucks right now because of the smoke. There's Brian Rose. He's that white. You see the back of that white truck still up on the racetrack right by the white line. And then Rick Crawford just clips the right rear corner and turns him almost head on into the outside safer barrier.
What do you need, Phil? 6 inches? He
would have been through that. That's about it. There's another view. Johnny Sauter, very, very fortunate that he got by before Rick really got up loose into the outside, but Taylor Malsom was not quite as fortunate.
Taylor Malsom was running in the 5th spot. He was collected in this one. Riding along with Mike Skinner.
Look at the view he sees.
Yeah, he sees it right away, too. Mike is on it right away.
Did you hear him get back on the gas?
Got back on the throttle. Out of here. Yeah, those guys are up against the wall. I'm going to get back on the throttle and get by that. Here's real time. This is how quick it happens and how quick these guys have to make these decisions.
Now you see the 6, he just was going a little bit too fast, so he pulled out on the outside of that black truck, and they're just almost
barely
made it through.
Just barely. Chris Eccleston goes right between the 76 and the 56. There's another look.
Taylor is doing just what he's supposed to be doing. He saw an opening up high right behind Johnny Sauter, and then Crawford just lost control of his truck and spun right in front of Taylor. Sort of like Narain Karthikeyan as he exited turn 4 earlier. A truck hit him in the side. There was nothing that Taylor could do at that point.
A lot of damage to that Super Seal Ford F-150. Ray?
Well, down here in Taylor Malsom's pit, this is a brand new truck from KBM, chassis number 3. And Taylor came on the radio and said, guys, I believe this truck was good enough to win. Right now, Dan Stillman giving the information to cut the left front fender completely off. So they're going to try to leave the hood onto this race truck, but get the fender away from the tire. They'll replace that. It appears that there is no steering damage on the front end, mostly just cosmetic here, but they're going to pull the rear quarter panel completely out, and also the crush panel has got to come out. So a good bit of work here. They're going to lose a couple of laps at least, and their goal now is just to get him back onto the racetrack to log some laps.
And you see Matt Crafton on pit road, a little bit of a surprise there. He's being scored in the 5th position, so we will follow up on Matt's situation in a moment. But a lot of chatter on the radio for leader Ron Hornaday. They have concern about the left rear tire, and if it is rubbing when he gets into the corner. They were concerned that when they made the pit stop, they may have knocked the fender into the tire area, and that's what's created the tire rub. Now, they had said they were definitely going to come down pit road. Then they said they would not come, and now they have decided they will, in fact, come down pit road. They know they're going to give away a lot of track position here, but they don't want to take a chance on blowing out a tire. So Hornaday will come down and make an unscheduled stop to get that left rear tire issue resolved.
And, you know, Phil, Ron Hornaday exited turn 2 on the lap that these guys crashed, and that sort of precipitated this accident. He didn't get off turn 2 well. He pushed up, and when they got down to turn 3, like you said, Rick Crawford was trying to get on the inside of them, Johnny Sauter on the outside, so he backed these guys up as they got down to turn 3, and it caused an accident off turn 4 because of the fact that he didn't get off 2 like he hoped. Now he's on pit road.
Making his way to Adam Alexander down there in the 33 team's pit stall. You see the crew, they've got the bat ready. They'll use that to push out any sheet metal. Looks like it's very, very minimal damage though, Adam.
And it's something they've dealt with really throughout the weekend. They've got the ball bat, they're looking above the tire, and they're going to take that ball bat and roll it around between the tire and the sheet metal. And they've confirmed now it's not rubbing, so they're going to give up a great deal of track position here. They did top off the fuel tank, and now they continue to look right at the base of where the sheet metal would angle in and have a chance to cut that tire. But I'm looking at the clearance, and they've got at least a ½ an inch and as much as an inch clearance all the way around the tire. I think Hornaday's fine. He'll go out, and they're talking to him about coming back down pit road and maybe changing that left rear tire now.
You know, Phil, the body shifts to the right when you go down to the corner, so that's why they had to be extra careful. You're going to the left, so all the G-forces takes that body over to the right, so if it's close at all, that tire will start to rub.
Yeah, you can almost be rubbing on the right side and be okay because the tires go away from it.
Rubbin's racing.
Rubbin, well, sort of.
Just you don't want it rubbing on a tire. Johnny Sauter's out in front of the field now at Kansas. Coverage of the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series on Speed is brought to you by Honey Nut Cheerios. Be happy, be healthy. By Camping World. The Camping World Destination Recreation Sweepstakes is back and better than ever. Camping World is offering more prizes and more chances to win this year. Log on to campingworld.com and enter today. And by Verizon, the network with the most 3G coverage. Ominous clouds behind the grandstands. That is to the west of us, so any movement of weather would move from the west to the east. The 33 topped off back on pit road once again to top off for fuel, as did the 88 of Matt Crafton. You see them tucking to the back of the field.
Todd Bodine did also. Todd Bodine right in front of that group right there. Adam, what went on with the 88 truck?
The reason they came down at lap 37, Phil, we saw that they were in unscheduled. Not sure why. The Romeo window was loose, so they had to make that adjustment. They got that taken care of. As you guys pointed out, he's topped off the fuel tank. Hornaday and Crafton with a little company as they try to make their way back through the field.
We'll keep our eye on them as the field comes to the stripe once again. Green flag back in the air. Johnny Sauter on the outside, the 31 of James Busher on the inside. Busher finished 12th in the nationwide race on Friday night.
Yeah, this is the first of many races. Oh, trouble.
Problems coming into turn 4 or
it's
turn
Matt
1.
Crafton involved.
Crafton is involved. We see the 63 of Jack Smith, the 01 of Carl Long.
Who's that truck on the bottom?
Down in
Jesse
the grass.
Smith involved in the Charles Tire Toyota.
There's another truck down in the grass that has not got back up to speed and is parked. We see a lot of damage to the front of the 88 truck. It's the 21 of Chris Eggleston. He's been involved in an incident earlier today, our second caution.
Yeah, this is his second crash of the afternoon.
There's Carl Long in the 01.
A lot of smoke from that 90 truck as it comes off of turn 4. Stays on the racetrack, though. It looks like an engine situation there. Is it coming out of the tailpipes, Michael?
I believe it is. Right after a restart, you'd have to wonder if maybe he missed a shift or something and caused those issues with his engine.
Let's see if we can take a look at what happened here. Watch as the back of the pack here. Look, see, going right out of your right side of your screen was that 90 truck. There he is, left side of your screen. Looks like I saw a little puff of smoke there. Oh, there's Matt Crafton tried to go between Carl Long and Jack Smith.
Yeah, Crafton.
That's what really caused this incident. I think what happened with the 90 truck was separate from this.
Well, it might have backed those guys up a little bit, but Crafton was down off the racetrack. He was on the apron, which is perfectly legal here at Kansas. You can run under the yellow line if you want, but there was a turn coming, and he figured he needed to get back up on the road, but that was not a great decision by Matt.
It has to go behind the wall here. Some severe point ramifications for Matt Crafton.
Coming in 5th in the point standings. He was 128 points behind Timothy Peters.
Let's take a look at that again. I'd like to try to figure out where he was headed.
Watch now. He has a run going. He goes to the inside of the 63 of Jack Smith. You see Hornaday goes between Todd Bodine and Carl Long. And then Matt just ran out of room there. The 01 was there, Carl Long. And then Jack Smith actually made contact with the right rear corner of the 88 truck.
A second look at, Matt was going straight. It looked like Jack maybe. Do you think Jack Smith maybe came down into Matt?
Well, I think he was coming for the corner. He was, he was going to take his normal arc into the corner.
And you saw the third.